Plaintiff Danielle Turner says the defendant is her brother and the player who once asked her to fight his wife for him. Danielle says she gave the defendant a down payment for a car, but she never got the vehicle, so she wants her money back. Defendant Ditaji Green denies that he's a player and instead says he is a dedicated dog show participant. Ditaji says Danielle breached their agreement regarding the car, and he's countersuing because he claims Danielle slandered him on the internet.
Start with you.
This is my brother Ditaji, and we used to be very close. But Ditaji is known as a player of our family, and I was always there for him.
What sport does he play?
He's a player of the NBA. How about that?
Oh, okay. No, I'm just messing with you.
Every time he'd get in trouble with all the ladies, he would call me, including when he was married with his wife. He would call me. He would want me to go tackle her down, beat her up, all this stuff. And of course, that's my brother. I would go do it. 90 miles on the freeway from LA to
get his wife?
Correct. I did that. That's my brother.
That's not true. Where are you from?
I'm from Los Angeles. Hate the game, not the player.
Hate the game and not the player. All right, don't drop your books, you'll lose your lesson.
That's right. That's for sure. That's for sure.
Talk slick to me. All right.
And he always walks around like he has this attitude because he used to hang with his best friend is Tommy the Clown. And he used to hang with DJ Quick and Sing It to None of Them. He used to be out there. He's a very popular person when it comes to Los Angeles. He has dog shows.
Plaintiff Danielle Turner is suing her brother, who claims Danielle defamed him on the internet.
Why don't you tell me about your situation?
Okay, yeah, we had a good relationship, but I'm not all that what she say. I'm not a player. And, you know, I do the dog shows and things like that.
Real show dog?
Yeah, real show dog.
Okay. All right. I don't know whether there's a new name for dog fighting. I ain't know many people. What part of L.A. you guys from?
Well, actually, I'm from Compton.
Yeah, I don't know too many people who give dog shows in Compton with the little poodles with the ribbons around them. That's usually not how it goes in Compton. You and your sister have gotten along? Throughout the years?
Until this car came about.
All right, let me allow her to tell me about the car. Ma'am?
In February of 2011, we had a verbal agreement stating that I can purchase this car. It was a 2004 Kia Rio. And on February 19th, I went and gave him a cashier's check for the amount of...
What was the agreement? How were you to pay? What were the arrangements?
The first arrangement was for me to pay him the full amount, but I couldn't because at the time I was purchasing a house. So I gave him a down payment in the amount of $1,000 in a cashier's check. And then he knew that we were purchasing a house. So I did it in 2 months. I took
Did he agree to that?
He agreed to that.
All right.
I took the money to my uncle, because my uncle said that he didn't want to see us argue or anything. So he would do a...
Did he get it?
Well, it was at my uncle's house. He never picked it up.
That's not correct either, Your Honor.
I mean, even if she paid your uncle, if he didn't give you the money, she still owes you. He could have run off with it and bought a dog for the show. I don't know what he did with it, ma'am. You have to pay the person you owe. People make that mistake thinking that they can give it to a third party and say, hey, give this to so-and-so when you get a chance. If they spend it, then you still owe so-and-so. You tell me what the agreement was.
Okay, Your Honor. She said, you know, give it to me for $3,000. I said, okay. I just got my, she said she just got her income tax check for $7,000. I'll bring you the money next week. I said, okay, fine, you know. So next week came, she brought me a cashier's check for $1,000 instead of the full balance for the vehicle.
And what did she say?
And she said, well, I'm gonna bring you the rest of the money in a week.
And you say you told him a couple of months. Yeah, sir, it sounds reasonable that it would be a couple of months versus 1 week. I mean, her financial condition and with regard to purchasing a house wouldn't change that much in 1 week.
Right.
So you should have questioned that when she told you, if she told you that.
Right, I have this in
what
writing.
Is that? Let me see
she
it,
put
please.
it on Facebook.
Saying what?
That in a couple of weeks.
You said 1 week. Now you're back to a couple of weeks.
I'm saying what she said.
Ma'am?
What, a couple of weeks? It leads up to 1 month to half a month. He knew that we were purchasing that house.
I will give him the rest in 2 weeks, but I got my house instead. So I told him I would partial payments. He told me that he don't get down like that.
Correct.
So I respected that. 2 months later, I called him and said, I don't want the car. So you tried to back out on the agreement, ma'am.
Okay, the reason why I did that because he already had cashed the cashier's check. I wanted my money.
Your Honor,
I have an affidavit right here from my uncle, my cousin, and my husband.
Why don't you want to give her money back?
I didn't cash the check until April. I still gave her some time. But then in May, she called me up and said she just wanted her money back.
Did you lose anything?
Yes, because I had other buyers that wanted the car. So I took it off the market.
Where's the car now?
I sold it now.
How much?
For $2,000 for the balance that she owed me.
Okay.
My baby brother just said he just saw him driving it 2 weeks ago.
Plaintiff Danielle Turner is suing her brother, who claims Danielle defamed him on the internet.
Your counterclaim for $1,000 is for slander. How so?
Well, on Facebook, she put, you know, all this stuff calling me grimy.
You are.
I'm not going to use profanity in your courtroom.
She said that, to
right
you or about you?
About me on Facebook.
Who was she speaking to? Let me see what you have.
Here's one. Wait.
What I don't like is when niggas act like, I'm done with it. You can keep it.
She also said I can keep the money as well.
I did not say that.
It's
Who
on
in their right
Facebook.
mind would tell me you can keep $1,000 from your own sister?
What did you mean by saying, I'm done with it, you can keep it?
Yeah, I'm done with it. Arguing back and forth.
You can keep it.
She said,
Keep that $1,000 because it wasn't no.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was tired of it.
Good enough. Well, that makes this easy. This is not defamation, sir. Defamation is when you make a statement to a third party that is not true with the intention of hurting their reputation, and they indeed hurt your reputation. This is name calling. I'm going to dismiss your claim for slander and defamation, and as she said here, and you repeated it just now, you told him to keep the $1,000.
Because I was tired of him. It wasn't,
well,
he
then
kept
just
my
stay
money.
tired then.
Are you serious? That's not this?
By your own admission, ma'am, you put it off, and as he said, it cost him to lose $1,000. He sold it for $2,000 when the agreement was for $3,000. He probably could have sold it to someone else for $3,000, and that's why you told him to keep it, because you knew you were wrong. Have a good day. Case dismissed.
You took my money, and you know I have kids. You took my money. It doesn't matter if I told you to keep the money. I'm your sister. Like sucking your right now. That's what I feel like doing. You know how I get down. I'm done with that, man.
she need to change her attitude. That's crazy.